Today, we'll be talking about safety, which is lookout, how to establish and maintain a proper lookout, and transfer of control. And that's from the flight training manual, lookout, transfer of control. So it's very important that every flight we have, we keep safety in mind. Your instructor will always prioritize the safety of the people and the safety of the equipment before your flight lesson. So if you want to make sure your flight lesson goes smoothly, aid in the safety of your flight at all times. This will also help you become a safe pilot. So help your instructor keep every flight safe, and your flight training will go much more effectively. So lookouts are very important. What a lookout is when you're in the aircraft, you have the dash in front of you and the dash to your sides. Outside of the plane, there are all kinds of threats to aviation. We're flying along. We don't want to hit any of them. What are those threats? Well, there's lots of them. I mean, visibility is one, but today we'll talk about things we can hit, like other planes. If another student is in the sky, we could run into them. If there's a bird, or if there's a tower, we're flying low to the ground and there's some sort of obstruction, we don't want to strike anything, all right? So whenever you're in the plane, be looking out for any threats to aviation and maintain that positive lookout and point. At any point that you see a threat, you point at that threat and you say, airplane in sight, or tower in sight. On takeoff, other threats that we might have are trees, or on the approach end trees, but typically you won't point those out unless they appear to be coming close to the aircraft and a threat. All right? So, as I said, anytime there's an obstacle, announce it. I will always do the same and point if appropriate. Now, the other thing we need to talk about is transfer of control. Transfer of control, super important. Our aircraft must always have someone who's in control, all right? So the role of pilot flying must be clear. If it's time for you to have control, I will announce you have control, to which you must say, I have control, all right? If you wish to take or relinquish control, you can have the same. You can say, I have control, or you have control. Remember, control is never changed until the other person acknowledges with the appropriate response. So if you say, I have control, and if I don't respond to that, or if I say unable, control is not changed. But the aircraft must always be controlled by someone, and if we haven't exchanged control, you retain that control until we have verbally said so. As part of this, it's extremely important. I, as the flight instructor, am in charge of the safety of our flight. Okay, that means if we get into an unsafe condition, I may take control from you. I may not have time to explain why control needs to be given. So at any time if I say I have control, your job is to say you have control immediately. No questions. Is not the time for a discussion. You must just relinquish control right away, and that means taking your hands off the control column, your feet off the pedals, and if your hand's on a throttle or any other control surface, immediately removed. And this is for the safety of both of us, all right? So, once again, I say I have control. This is a non-negotiation situation. You are not able to say unable in that situation since you are the student and your instructor is responsible for the safety of the flight. So, stay safe. Trust your instructor. Pay attention and you'll have a great experience flying. Once again, thanks for coming to my series. With this series, I intend on giving you advanced knowledge of what your in-flight training will look like, so you know what's expected of you and you can come prepared. Unfortunately, every flight instructor is a little different, so my series will be close to what you're taught, but may not be exactly the same. So know this is an entertainment channel. I hope you learn things while you're here, but none of the information taught is formal flight instruction. Always refer to your flight instructor for proper information. Please be sure to leave a comment below if I helped you, or if you feel I've made any errors. I'd love to hear your feedback. And as always, good luck with your flight journey.